Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your New Orleans Saints?
Mike Tirico in the booth with Greg Olson and Blake Groupie on the field to get this started. Off we go here in New Orleans. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Drake London was the intended receiver there. It's second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now Penix to throw on second down. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Falcon first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Falcons.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And the defense not going to let him wiggle out of that one. They force him out behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Going up top. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Now Penix on third and long. He's got his tight end, Tiburon. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's third down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. And he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down with it.
And no return for the Saints. It's a touchback. And come out to the 20-yard line. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shuck. Interesting story. Oft injured in college. The third quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
Here's a guy, Mike, that has a really interesting college football journey. I mean, he is as well seasoned, I would say, as possible. Like, think about this. He played 7 different seasons of football at the college level. So he's got ideal size, he's got strength, he's got all the physical stuff. A little bit of a pocket passer, but he has the arm and a little of the mobility that you need to make plays and play quarterback at this level.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
In motion is Hill. It's 3rd down, and here is Shuck. That's deep for Olave. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. That is a big gainer for the Saints. That gains an even 60 yards.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Falcons' 8-yard line.
Here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and here's Shuck. Pushed down to his left. He's got the 1st down. He's got the touchdown. Touchdown, Saints.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on 4th down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He gets free inside the 20. And he is gone. 72 yards. Game-breaking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Point after try forthcoming.
Lining up for the extra point.
It's up
The kick
and
is
good. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This fielded at about the 9. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. In motion goes Cooks. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The tackle by Jordan Fuller. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Chuck. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
It's now 3rd down and 9
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
It's a short pickup, taking us to the 49. Jordan Fuller in that time for the stop.
Just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 7. They're going to go right back to Camara. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Zach Harrison on the stop. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. A throw on the move is caught. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They'll work the middle here with Camara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. In motion is Hill. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Now Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
53-yard attempt.
Groupie's kick is good. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27 as we are ready to get back underway. On 2nd down, Penix. He takes off, and he's going to be taken down at the 37. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. And a Falcon 1st down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. This one not quite on target. Too much, that one falls incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He gets this one complete to Hunt. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
1st down, Atlanta.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Again, it's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Falcons first down. A gain of 7. First down, Falcons.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
2nd and 5. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
And the Falcons first down.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps.
And he'll take it on in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. An extra point attempt to follow.
For the extra point.
It's up and through. And the Falcons are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Saints 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Saints offense ready to take over once again. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
The 23-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll go again here with Kamara. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And he's going to have the Saints first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
For a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that.
39-yard line.
And I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Again, up the middle with Kamara. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Mike Hughes is there with the tackle.
48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Play action, it's shot. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think you'd be able to corral. You can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Saints first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On the handoff, it's Kamara. He's got space inside the 25. And he'll take this one in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He knocks it through. Saints move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Falcons 14.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Carter on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone replay is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 43-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to New Orleans. After this, 2nd down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, it's Penix. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Third down and 3. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And the Saints.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here, a short one to Taysom Hill.
Shuck's pass. Complete to Taysom Hill.
Saints going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. Put him in their place. Come on. No time to waste.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 49-yard line.
Big play here. Big play. Let's make some time. Come on. Let's make some noise. Keep it going. Keep it going. Take it to him. Come on, baby.
2nd down and 3. To the air again is Shuck. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's good for 11 and a 1st down.
38-yard line.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
By David Onyemata. A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the 42-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Going to get it on the zone read here, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 6. Chuck. Gets there, and down he goes.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. In motion is Hill. From the gun, on third down, Shuck. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He'll step up and run.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Second and inches. On the give, it's Robinson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Rolling right, taking off. He'll try to get there. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. It's a gain of 6.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield. Nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Atlanta.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Another run here for Robinson. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Algier. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Big time stop there, Mike, on 3rd down. Now it sets up a 4th down decision for this head coach. Do I want to be aggressive and extend this drive, or am I content just sending out my field goal unit and trying to make this all square? I think at this stage in the second half, tie the game up. Hopefully my defense can get me the ball back and find a way to win here in the second half.
Romo's kick is good. And the Falcons have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25, so right about the 28-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. It's a give now to Kamara. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd and 2, it is shut. In trouble, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
The Saints lining up in punt formation as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Mario Davis there on the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Ball carrier. Alontae Taylor on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun. Oh, they're up in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. To the right, that's Pitts. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Gain of 15 yards.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. They'll go play action here with Chuck. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Second and 10.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Throwing on second down, Shuck. Pass is caught by Olave. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Chuck going to try to run it himself. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
Here is Shuck on first and 10. And that one incomplete.
Shuck's pass.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here's Kamara. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game. late, and this is third down. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He'll try and get there on the ground. They get an even down. New Orleans.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go with man coverage on the back end, and while everything's covered up nicely, there's nobody with eyes on the quarterback, so he ends up just using his legs, keeps the drive alive, and that heads-up play moves the chains on third down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 16-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. On the give, this is Kamara. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
A gain of 6. And the Saints first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On the zone read, it's Shuck. And he'll take this down to about the 7.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. That one, take it in. Reagan, Cooks, touchdown Saints. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Groupie now, on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints will go up by 7.
Saints 24, Falcons 17.
So the lead is 7 now here in this fourth quarter. The tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Agnew on the return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Falcons.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Play action. It's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
And here's Bijan. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Second and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Penix on 3rd down. Open man, left side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 3rd down, Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Gotta give a little credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own
the Saints offense and quarterback Tyler Shuck heading back out to the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Shaheed in motion. On play action, it's Shuck. Oh, he overshoots him. Could have been a touchdown. Instead, just goes down as an incompletion.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Shuck. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. Talk things over before third down. To throw is shut. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Guys, you got this. Let's win.
The Saints will punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. Oh, how about that hit? He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most.
31 yards.
31 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw right side.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
To throw again, it's Penix. The catch is made, it's Agnew. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
That's another Falcons first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Falcons.
Again, it's Penix. He pulls it in around the 5. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short but he has picked up the first down.
That's another.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line.
That's hauled in at the 2. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win. And the crowd rising to make this even more difficult. And he will score. Comeback's complete. They take the lead here in the final moments.
24.
Great decision here, Mike. This was made well before that touchdown score. You want to win the game in regulation. You don't want to play for a tie and take your chances in overtime. But because there's less than a minute, not a ton of time for your opponent to go down and kick a field goal, this is the right move, and we'll see if it pays off.
First and 10.
Here's first
at their
and
own
10.
35-yard line.
Now Shuck. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out, and this game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.